stop. One more time, I'm gonna 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 stop. One more time, I swear I'm gonna stop. 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 1, 2, look out behind you. It's gonna be on all you. Reach some case of freedom. What's so bad to be in front of me? You want it more than me. Looking at your last more grin. It doesn't matter what price you win. What's sweating fast or sight? Staring to the killer in your eyes. Persist by.
Happy as hell about the win, obviously, man. 45-38, very uncharacteristic of an Eagles and Giants game. You can't predict a score like that. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of defense, man, with them kind of points. But props to every single Giants fan that I have seen make a Crow video. You know, BBC or Giants Mafia, that includes Cop Pizzle. Props to him too. You know, all of you guys. But the one thing that I will say is this. You know, Giants fans, I don't look at it as an excuse. I don't. But Giants fans, some want to say that you know, their defense is horrible, you know, this, that, and the other, and, you know, yada, 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 so on and so forth. But if you look at this game, the Eagles scored on all three phases of the ball, man. In all three phases of the game, the Eagles scored on special teams, defense, and offense. So, you know, I don't think you can really tack the loss solely on your defense. We scored on all three phases of the ball, and even with the way your offense was playing, putting up all them yards and this, that, and the other, and the points, even with that, you know, the Eagles were still scoring touchdowns on defense, or touchdown, and causing turnovers. So we win the turnover battle. You don't think that had a big role in the outcome of the game? Come on, man. It's just more. It's more than meets the eye. You know, there's other factors than just saying, oh, well, the defense, which I'm not going to argue with you on your defense. Your defense could be better. It's not really as good as it's been in the last few years. I'm not going to argue that. And like I said, I'm not saying it's an excuse for you guys, but look at the big picture. All right, think about this. Your defense gave up fewer points than the Eagles' defense. And you're bitching about your defense. I'm just saying, man. Just saying. First place, man, feels good. First place feels fucking awesome right now. You know? It's funny how at one point of the season, some people would say that the Eagles looked average at best. To the point where now, them same people are saying the Eagles are one of the best. You got commentators on NFL Network saying the Eagles can now go into Minnesota and can go into New Orleans and probably beat them if we had to in the playoffs. Come on, man. It's yeah, I don't know, whatever. It's just funny to me how you can go from one thing to the other so quickly in a season. See what a 4-game win streak does for you? I love it, man. I love it. First place. Then, you know, you flip the calendar to December. Dallas, straight down to the gutter, man. Come on. 0-2 in December so far. It ain't going to look any better against New Orleans this Saturday. So, Dallas, your season's on the line, man. What are you going to do about it? Because I'll say this. Myself personally, I hate Dallas, like, hands down above any other team in the world, in any sport. Alright? I would much rather see the Giants in the playoffs over the Cowboys. So you got to give props to Deshaun Jackson for the way he bounced back and scored 2 touchdowns, one on a punt return and one receiving touchdown. You know, the way he bounced back and played from missing last week because of a concussion. I didn't see any signs of it. You know, and I had a Giants fan on Facebook make a comment, forget the exact words, but it pretty much was saying, he was pretty much saying that, you know, Deshaun Jackson's a showboat and, you know, this, that, and the other. Well, yeah. If you don't like it, stop him. Don't let him get in the end zone. Seriously, don't bitch about it. That's the only way you can stop him from showboating. I think it's funny. I loved it, though, how during that touchdown pass, man, he turned around from the 10-yard line and backpedaled in and scored. You know, I loved it, man. Hey, you Giants fans know that if you had Deshaun Jackson on your team, you'd love every minute of it too. So, I don't want to hear about that showboating shit, alright? And that little scuffle at the end of the game, you know, there's going to be some fines thrown around. If there has been fines thrown around already, I haven't seen them yet, I don't know, but I'm expecting some fines. You know, Trent Cole, he got ejected out of the game with like, what, fucking 10, 13 seconds or something left in the game. Like it mattered. But, you know, who cares? I ain't worried about it. It just, to me, it just shows, the intensity of the two teams at the end of the game with the rivalry, you know. Teams don't like each other. Unlike the Dallas and Eagles rivalry, I believe, and I talked to another Giants fan last night on Facebook. He knows who he is. It's not really a secret, I guess. But we both agreed that the Giants and Eagles have a heated and hated rivalry. But at the same time, there's a bit of respect thrown in there, too, between the two teams and fan bases. But we both agree on that. You know, I mean, the Giants and Eagles, we hate each other. We can respect each other a little bit at the same time. But when it comes to Dallas, man, I fucking despise them, man. I hate that team. I hate that fucking team, man. But I'm saving that, man. That's another fucking video. McNabb, great game. Weaver, Leonard Weaver, man, give this fucking guy an extension. Give this guy an extension. Keep him here till the end of his fucking career, man. He don't deserve it. You know, we got him on a 1-year contract. So, 49ers, man, you're up next. It's December. Don't think you got a fucking chance coming into Philly. Peace out, bitches. Go Birds.